Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Media Reacts with JRod, and I'm your host, JRod. I hope that you're all doing well today. I'm going to be reacting to my favorite WWE wrestler of all time, The Undertaker, Mark Calloway. And I'm going to be reacting to a podcast that he does, and it's called 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway. I love hearing the stories of WWE superstars, of people in sports in general, but particularly with WWE because that's what I grew up with, and the all like pretty much all my teenage years, that's what I knew. So WWE really made a huge impact in my life growing up. With all the things that I went through, all of my challenges, the WWE provided me with a temporary escape from the challenges I would face, allowing me to enjoy some sport entertainment. And it helped me get through really hard times. So the WWE holds a special place in my heart. And if it were not for this man, The Undertaker, I would not have considered WWE at all. So without further ado, I introduce you to the one and only, the dead man, the WWE Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, Mark Calloway.
It's been what 23 years. I'm still can't believe you turned on me like that.
That wasn't me, man.
The old man made you do it.
The old man made me do it, man. He was in the air. The referee giving me the Iggy, man, just tagging me over.
Of all y'all's great matches in the history of your, is that something that probably did people ask you about the Spinarooni more than anything?
More than anything.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even on television. But
no, it was. So back then we do a dark match. They had.
I gotta say, I really admire not just The Undertaker, but all WWE superstars because of the things that they go through on a daily basis. The amount of work and dedication that they put into their craft is unbelievable. The only other profession that I could see being as dedicated when it comes to like a person's body, outside of sports, would have to be actors. Those two put so much of themselves into what they do and their roles they play, which is why I admire them so much. And if any of you have followed WWE for any amount of years, you guys know that nobody did it better than this man right here. And that's one of the reasons I admire him so much, because of his dedication beyond what anyone else did. And there are a lot of dedicated individuals. I'm not putting their work down, but the work that this man did can never be duplicated. And it also really warms my heart to know that Mark Calloway became a Christian. That makes me very happy for multiple reasons. So that's also really cool. But dedication, that's something I really admire about WWE superstars. Because for those of you who don't know, they travel daily they're on the road. And it's a lot. There's a lot we don't see. So I'm grateful for them.
They'd advertise one match. It was at a TV, but they'd advertise one match to sell
So you're
tickets.
talking about dark match.
And I don't know, we'd been a couple of months as a tag team.
Yeah.
And we'd finish the night and did the same thing every night. You know, I'd cue it up for him. He'd get on the mic, and man, he'd start doing the Spinarooni. Great. I'd get on the bike. I'd ride out. It was all. I mean, it was just. It was poetry. And then one day, like a viper, he just bit me.
Oh,
Just
man.
like I was shocked. I was like, no, he did not. Just say that out loud. And you know,
is he talking about Vince McMahon?
you know, the fans
I
like,
wonder.
oh, hell,
Vince McMahon has people do so many different things. It was unbelievable. In some ways, he's a genius, and then in other ways, but I think he's talking about Vince McMahon.
Leaning into it.
I definitely want to see.
Oh man, I just noticed that he has his hat here. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For those of you that don't know, the cowboy hat was a very, very important theme for The Undertaker.
want to see.
What
Oh,
brought this
my
about,
God.
Bucker? How
Vince McMahon. Okay, that's what brought it up.
Cruel.
I had nothing to do with it. I plead the fifth on everything else, but it was good. No, but for me, actually doing it, trying to convince him to do it through the fans, trying to get the fans to motivate him to actually do it. I thought he was going to do it. I did. Everybody's done the Spinarooni. I mean, he's the only one that's never did the Spinarooni. So I felt kind of bad that, we didn't get, everybody has done the Spinarooni at least once. So I thought it would have been a great time. It would have been a great moment. It would have been.
I could understand why they wouldn't have The Undertaker do the Spinarooni. I mean, even Kane has done the Spinarooni, but I could understand why The Undertaker chose not to do it because of his character. From what I know about his story, he always wanted to be consistent with the character. So that's pretty cool.
It would have been a great memorable moment.
I think
Can you imagine? But
Hall of Fame highlight.
But listen, seriously. That's what made it work even more so by him not doing it, because he is that guy. Yeah. He's the only guy that couldn't do it and perhaps live it down.
Exactly.
Because of the character.
Yeah.
The character, man, was so strong, and that's to be able to spot that, to be able to not go along with the program because everyone else has gone along with the program.
By the way, I've never watched this episode. I have no idea what they're going to say, or this is a live reaction.
It's ingenious.
And was there ever an inkling of a thought to ever get down?
There was no way. There was no way it was going to happen. And I'll never forget. He seems like he comes up in every show, but I think Vince sent Big Show, like, because I finally caught my, after this has gone on for an hour. After the tapings are over, after the dark match is over, this goes on for like an hour.
And the whole locker room comes out.
Everybody. Yeah. Everybody that was still in the building was in the ring. And I finally caught my opening, and I took it. And I looked back, and here comes Big Show after me. And I got through that curtain, and I said, let me tell you what, you may kill me, but I said, if you touch me or try and pull me out of here, me and you go fight. And he's like, I'm just telling you what the boss said. And I was like, man,
mind you, that's crazy. Because mind you, Big Show is taller than the Undertaker's not a little guy. The Undertaker's a big man. He's like 6'10", and Big Show is like I think Big Show is 7'1" or something like that. So Big Show's not a little guy either, and he's very husky too. So for somebody to get Big Show like kind of a little nervous, that says a lot to me.
I can tell you, kiss my ass because I ain't coming back out.
Oh my God!
And I said,
Oh man.
Now,
can tell
what was y'all's next conversation?
Vince would probably have been like, what did you say? Undertaker doesn't tell me what to do. What? He told me to what?
it was once it got back, I was just like, I can't
in the
believe
ring,
y'all. It was like a hit.
In the ring,
It was a hit job, man.
On camera, it's on camera. Because there was cameras still rolling, of course, and he goes, "Booker, I'm gonna kill you."
I'm about to say, what did he say in the ring?
Oh yeah, that's what he said in the ring. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you.
And I didn't do it. You know?
Were you
By now,
expecting everybody to come out of the locker room?
No, that
you
was
weren't.
that was
all ad-lib.
That was
all
all.
ad-lib.
Yeah, you had
That was
no
all
idea.
ad-lib.
Yeah, that was what happened.
I think he actually expected that I was going to do it, and then people started coming down. I mean, everybody came down. Rock.
By the way, I really I think I've only watched his podcast once or twice or something in the past, but I'm actually really looking at his studio now. I really like how he has the semi Texas, feel, but also having a little bit of a contemporary touch to it. I like that. It's pretty cool.
I tell you, man, when the Rock came down and he cut a promo, he cut a promo on Vince.
Like, this is like, I don't know about you guys, but this to me would be the perfect place to have a man cave where you have a TV, you have a fridge with drinks and whatever, and you watch sports, you hang out, you talk like what they're doing. This is the perfect room for something like that. I dig it.
You think you can do something? You think you can do the Spinarooni? You can't do that Spinarooni. Let me show you how to do that thing.
It was his gasoline on the fire. The fire was getting out of control too, man.
Well, it got to a point that people forgot that they were trying to get you to do.
That's why I got out.
You know what? The next video I do, I'm gonna show you guys when Kane did the Spinarooni. I'm gonna show it to you guys just so you could see. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I got so many people in there, and everybody's so engaged. That's it. I'm snowing out of here. I'm gone, man.
Oh, but what a great night, man! That's what made wrestling. That's what made our jobs easy. That's what made coming to work, a whole lot easier. Because it was a grind. It was a grind.
No, it was.
I talk about the playbook that had been run, for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
That same schedule. Overseas. The house shows, the TV, overseas house shows. It was just a constant grind. And I talk about how it is now. These young guys, they got a little bit better than what. It's not quite better. Like it was back then, but man.
I gotta tell you guys, Booker T, he was a very good wrestler. He was another one that I really liked as well. He was in my book personally, from what I understand, and I don't know everything about the WWE's history. I'm still learning a lot of things, but in my opinion, I feel that Booker T was also a pioneer for African Americans in the industry. In like I would say in the modern era, which is pretty cool.
And it was a monster. We had to figure out how to,
a lot of stuff you had to balance. I mean, you got to balance you got to balance your family.
Yeah.
You got to balance how you're going to sustain yourself without losing your mind, because you're with the same guys every single day, and then especially when you go overseas, then it really gets constricted because now you're on the same buses with guys, and it was grind. That's the word. It was we loved it. I don't know that I changed a bit, but it was a grind, man. It was tough to do. And if you didn't have moments like that every once in a while, just to break the monotony of things and give you something else, I know this is a sore spot.
I could see what they're saying. If I'm hearing them correctly, it's like when you're dealing with so many different personalities in one place, and these are all strong individuals, like physically strong, and a lot of them are mentally strong. So you got a lot when you have a lot of I guess I could say when you have a lot of alpha males in one room, that can be challenging. or those who want to be an alpha male. You know, it's challenging and it can really affect things. So I get it.
I laugh about it today. I'm surprised we don't have any on Red Bull, the Red Bull thing. Out of all the things, like, you know, there's guys. I wasn't. So I wasn't around when you and Dave squared up. I wasn't there for that. So the only time I ever really seen Book out of his mind, pissed off, was someone. So they would bring coolers into the dressing room, outside the dressing room doors, and fill them up. Put waters in there, some Diet Cokes and stuff like that. They never put Red Bulls in there. And Book would stop on his way to the arena. I'd get two, right? I think you like he'd get 2 Red Bulls, and he'd put them in the cooler. And
Wow.
he, you know, at whatever time that he wanted to drink, that he'd drink one, then he'd drink the other one.
Gotta say, Red Bulls are pretty good. You know, drink those in moderation because that'll definitely get your heart rate up. But Red Bulls do taste good. My favorite is the coconut berry one. That's my favorite one of all.
Well, somebody came along one day, and everybody knew, like, the Red Bulls are Books.
Don't touch it.
Yeah.
There's no other Red Bull. There's not been a Red Bull in the cooler.
No, they don't put those in.
They don't put Red Bull in the cooler. So you know that there's somebody's. Even if you didn't know they were Books, you know that somebody put those in there. And he went for his Red Bull one day, and it was gone. Oh
man,
my gosh,
dude!
Talk about flipping a gasket. He cussed everybody that was in earshot of stealing his Red Bull. It was one of the Bashems, I think, right?
The Bashems.
Oh my God! Yeah. And when he finally figured out who it was, you know, I'm not like real when things like that. I'm not the most compassionate person. I was like, damn, Book's about to kill him.
I could listen. I don't know about you guys, but when you know that you have a certain drink that you need to help you function with whatever you're doing, it helps you kind of get through the day, get through the shift, whatever. And then someone just takes the liberty of putting their hands on it. It can be very upsetting. So I can't. You can't get mad at Booker T for his reaction. Like, it's also about respect too, and having those boundaries, knowing that this isn't mine, knowing what the routine is. You know, these guys are with each other all the time, so after a while you get to know, okay, this belongs to that person, that's that person. You know where people sit, where people hang out. There comes a point where you just got to respect the boundaries, and you got to respect people's things.
Because the more he yelled, the more hotter he got. His stupidity defense didn't work. Like, well, I just saw it in there and I was going to drink it. And my gosh.
Really?
Man.
He's sitting back.
Are you kidding me?
And he just pops the top on that other Red Bull.
No.
Bro, don't make me laugh. Bro, don't make me laugh right now. Don't make me laugh. My ribs hurt. Please don't.
Like, I was just like, oh my God, who's gonna pull Book off of him in a minute?
I was a little,
because he was like one.
I was a little off. It was a ritual, man. It was a ritual.
Yeah, I mean, and we're creatures of habits.
Yeah. I remember one time my
exactly.
was missing, and
let me tell you guys something. I am a paraeducator at a high school, right? And I'm part of the life skills program. We have our own room, our own kitchen, our own bathroom, our own little office space. We have a room designated for life skills. It's for the special education department. We have a ritual or a routine where we buy coffee for the staff in our program. We buy coffee, we buy the coffee grounds, and then we make coffee every morning for each other. Because even though we only have a few kids, special needs department is very hands-on. let me tell you something. If that routine is not met with having coffee for the staff, woo, you're going to experience some smoke out of ears.
Picked up the whole cooler in the middle of the hallway, dumped all the ice and the sodas in the middle of the
gosh.
and just just that man. I walked through that. I just lost my life. I don't know, but it was my thing. It was my ritual. And when it went wrong, it seemed like something went wrong in me. And I hate those days. That's why I don't drink Red Bull anymore.
Cut it out of your life.
Almost killed a man.
I'm serious.
That's called being an addict.
I'm serious. I stopped
being an
drinking
addict.
Red Bull cold turkey, man, just because I was like, man, this can't be good for me.
If you're fighting people over it, it might not be.
And it happened more than
Oh,
maybe 3
the
or 4
Undertaker
times.
was crying, laughing. See, this podcast, man. If those of you that know the Undertaker and have watched him for years, you guys know that he never was like this on camera. At least, like he definitely played the character all the way. So, to see him laid back in such a way is just. You don't hear stuff like this, so it's just cool to see that.
That happened. I just lost my mind over Red Bull. Yeah, and even more than in one company. It's happening in different companies.
Well, you had to
After
that Spinarooni, you deserve that. After that
No, man.
Spinarooni,
Taker won't take it up for you. He
Yep, tried to get me to do some Spinarooni.
Oh man.
The Bashams came up to me and said, "Hey man, who's Red Bulls about?" No man, go ahead.
I didn't know.
Oh, imagine that would have been bad. That would have been bad. Anyways, guys, that's this video for now. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you never miss another video. And put in the comment section what videos you would like to see me react to. As long as they're appropriate, I'll react to it. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.